humo el tutora urang asulem la sa el biirtial tamel me apira madala kamitira banking, insurance and financial matters. El girel tial confirmation hearing raw ra almo adala almo muto mo adala board ra FIC. El alsil sil November 11, 2022 kamitira Senate mga mo kortegi del confirmation hearing lul 2 years Senate Resolution 11-94 niya mo ultra confirmation ra tegi del appointment ra presidente el girem me more mutul mo da labor da FIC. So el altuta committee amo conduct tatel hearing di ada normal medic quickly di gu Isaac Nasing adalah committee labangeda ngania vice chairman ngira abangal lang dire kan ngania Senator Inabo, Senator Tabulwal, tira ako no sabihin lo joiner kita tial hearing. Ako te may kumul manang asulem ra aigel information na provide lulgiw sel pabilingam lilgong al gora maulingit information ilgira la background ra ti ako ra formal procedure at conduct a hearing kada malay gigit information na minis akman nga sulim man sa ML go respond mo ra yung questionnaire ilokong mang alalta mga armadala tigal members tira o mangedal conduct at hearing mang akmadingek na siya ka mlamo to kon appear madal tel committee el altamer chairman ra FIC ding gora cloud tutelel committee bol CBL al mutel gora monya tel question ra ay gel gora mle urerem ra igal namo merekal 2 years po da kaudingek plasing ay gal al suguma committee mo consider ka na al mutual additional 2 years and raigel do kora expect from your perspective ra role ka as a member direct chairman ra IFIC magbaltaw tutel la conduct at hearing direct onya opportunity ra other belaw tira ko sorry mo madenge isela FIC palsi elogyu tiagi del hearing etiamo broadcast del mora era public mang wala sa ilugok ko spet tiagi the opportunity wala denge gitru kora hensir ka au de swem girel tial cloud hotel ngara FIC. So before the continue mora igel kora a specific question our members di paska opportunity manganya kora opening remarks ra dimdung bals etel continue sulang
chairman aldavel malungit total kora a committee senator ng Irbangal Whips senator Inabo senator Tabulwal maram sarate alel may update o ay sa Riora FIC FIU kung daso kamal dililing dakal to la madangalik mo sa FIC FIU ngaramal roller ngira al seltial tel blur bela makora di mo briefly touch sa I can kora main responsibilities FIC Financial Institutions Commission kamamal main nga electoral agency ensure ay gidala liquidity compliance sa local bank kara blur bela ay tool local branches pang Pacific di kesen example make sure mo sa bank kadakal exposed to risk or loan out more than they can retain to make sure mo sa local depositors sasabihin mo access sa the rapid time. Sige daw ko to klol local mandate ta FIC wanna give up tigingil important role or mama there ka provide timely and value comments Moragero ul bill sector ul bill House of Delegates ma senators Senate el mel gire la gel guk bills el mo affect la financial ma banking industry digit. Ma koradi sige ko di brief explanation FIC etial board membership para FIC direct OCC timing board FIU sel guk intelligence arm gidele industry gidel guk mesa money laundering ma financing of terrorism. Dahil sa rong siling as an investigative body and they really just work behind the scenes with our law enforcement officers and prevent the money laundering ma financing of terrorism. Makti kaya ko di brief ko la umso dela FIC ma FIU again nga ka Kevin Mesebeluu kumsular ate al nga ka mlokot tel adrabor da FIC ma FIU ra 2018 2 year term nga ma 2020 akilut mga mo reconfirm dal mo adrabor eng mo kuk mo ya vacancy ra gidele chairmanship ma adrabor damle askana ka makmong usel gingal ma ever since then atrak chairman el mera el 2022 marta gidel kuk third confirmation hearing. Alsela ikal 4 years of Lakara FIC Maral, there's been some changes. I'm sure you all know. We lost we had we had staff turnover. One staff mal deep at mol institutional knowledge one of the most well-trained examiners as la Pacific. The office had to really scramble to make sure I get a whole reram malamolamo. We're very happy to say that the staff were able to pick up the slack. I get the RPPL, legislation, meram dala FIC asking for comments. La munguy I get response ko telgibel ngar sel maral omsodele dekal sal ko rapato branching off into different topics. So malawang asulera staff ra FIC ma FIU ra professionalism ertir ma timeliness ra already. Sera 2018 ang merel ang kadamla entertain about 3 bank applications. Three applications one amle double application one akuktim le individual. The staff review the application based on level of due diligence mandated by the FIA. Trill application adim nakasen mga. So we're still currently open to review any application. At the same time, we're aware that there are at least 4 bills that are currently circulating. Magi we get the application and they understand that there are changes within the sector coming up. In terms of the FIU and malamol malsegi del APG, sa Asia Pacific Group, sila wan ako to close the face. I'm sure you're aware. It's been 4 years since we asked for a re-evaluation. Selgot evaluation for the 40 recommendations and 11 outcomes. I'm sure you know kita mostly compliant. El adimle 7 non-compliant ratings. Again, non-compliance are mostly in the area of digital currency, ma Fintech. Kita mo say currently IMF, ma ADB, they're scrambling to regulate the whole industry. But it's a catch-up game, so we're very fortunate nga amal deep connection, ma collaboration lo FIC, ma FIU, lo APG, ma ADB, ma IMF will ask for that assistance to make sure our regulations are compliant. Kadamla asked to get to on fast track evaluation again. So every year in June, we have to send we go through an evaluation process, and I think the staff have done a wonderful job. A lot of these non-compliant ratings, so we're already addressing them through FIC and through these legislations Olbila passing down the line. Ma koradi brief koradi update on the work so far. Again, earlier we were able to review our strategic plan for the FIC and FIU. We wanted to make sure that we were pivoting some resources towards addressing the capacity ng vet, digital currencies, and the fintech industry. As I noted in my answer, sa kita wana dak to weakness and opportunity kita sa fully develop. At the same time, lakot tul makasargi ka asset tal board, makmal lower ang sulit tigal baby na board members, lukura mas kakatial makura chair tal Rio FIC FIU. Just for transparency, baby other board tel FIC FIU ang anya o kada IDEP at itong Hermana IDIP, Jennifer Gibbons, Pans Polycarp, ex-official Claire Harville, President ng NDPP. Sige kita full board FIC FIU. And tala dilurangan dito kumase dakuday mo dilurangan ding deep all topic maktime kumase aboard malongi so alabo mo day kumase they consider themselves the hardest working board in Palau and averagely paid. So kita ko na dimle comments sularate al ko na greet may ay sa telgibel update tel FIC FIU kumsulang.
Akmane nga sulem ra malungil ko ra opening statement del lamdali. Mal mindful gidel say gidel predel aurior matsaul direct no highlight ta baby ra igel ko ra albang liu ma challenges el kamya face elang tuguni kay gidel ko ra development our staff bring their capacity ma level of expertise till up to par with the emerging development ratora financial industry mang mal important ay gigil blam highlight the information for the consideration na committee guk mames maseng makanada kayong show as a institutional gutmok lay gigil wal ko challenges mo sapel beyot tay smooth aurel tial regulatory agency gida tora finance. Aktidag al mrenga sulem no sabem al gongel mutul al consider tial tenure al malmol mal al sung mga senate el hogiwa kuk maltkala president al girem al tuira not only your expertise, ma experience ra tial al ngaral direct o mesra ability raw sa ML continue develop yourself and your ability to getting an ideal expectation at tial institution. Akwal maring asulam gidel sa igid as a chairman mo reserve igel ko ra kamenter nga mo later part at tial ligang mo sabegal allow ra our members sa tira nga present al time mobile okay ra questions sa tira may igel ko ra clarification sorry make at this point. So with that pinaulan Marbek members ababong vice chair
amal masaura tel chairman Mr. Mesebeluu amal masaura opening statement ragaw nga kamle may kanaw taw ira the start to sa gire kalogera iga may kam e kamna answer most of them diro ba la pepilan di I think for the benefit of the public dimla kal swadra al sila questionnaire ragaw dimla kamdali kumda sa adablo adim tangal kal kura adra conservation toka stakeholder meeting hold may gagidal kura tukura lugelak langarang how did that get you into the Financial Institutions Commission? Dia miskat te al makukura miskit sel background ragaw your educational background kura motive kura kladra adra bulul wase paulang arsea dia kal his environmental work, he's there because of something else.
So lara malungil question Senator Whips. No, nga ka alumni ra PHS just to get started way back then. Alumni ra PHS mo meregem lo alumni ra Weber State University nga ra Ogden, Utah. So the criminal law, suba criminal law. Guk mo alumni ra Ming Chuan University. Guk mi sa economic international business and trade. Maserak return aktimle gore maurira NDBP National Development Bank akmle commercial loan analyst. Sel analyst position make sure mase review a business plan ra any industry, any application. Project revenue ma earnings ma cost based on local conditions, ma international regulations mase mo successful or viable. Agulo yourself limit over 9 months ngakamlo employee may pass sel review period hindi na 9 months ya be ruba ka rabulu ak mo sendadak o moral meram no yo mo serabulu mak oy kukmlo eri seluyer NDBP serak pram yo akmlo manager pan site Tangrodok Nature Reserve which they're celebrating their 25th anniversary this year mo maram sulara support. So from that, then it was just one after the other. Akpanlo worked closely with the governor in dealing with investors, especially looking at the market conditions on real estate. I continued to help out community members. I guk business planner ti. Maakuk ibatelara kaya kaliramira senator sa mabak masindadak mo kumuran mera MN-RET. Makukwa din lo ay say mura MN-RET Orion masada grant ma tourism, and it's very fascinating. Like within that space and time, we saw a conversion to green investments. We saw a debt swap for conservation. So a lot of these financial disciplines bled into conservation. Fast forward meron lang October as a director of Bureau of Tourism. President masindak bangem kukumada FIC. So I've been there at FIC, and I aktigamle akotamle rookie. So I start participating in a lot of the trainings. El guk build seguido capacity nga galing even though mlani ako ra background na kaigal finance ma banking. I didn't realize how involved the FIC FIU was. Tumaral motmol make sure masing I get requirements wa know your customer ma yagidale asset to debt ratio I get macro to tell sila tell agency. After 2 years of training, former chairman who will not be named, Hook stepped down, step into that role. I'm not saying I'm an expert in self-discipline or mura community say what is their main concern. Amla kaya all time every time makume sa legislation, malubong application, malubong regulation. First question mo setyang ngarangkut makligya other velo. Sige da standard of care nga ka bring to the table as a board member and as a chairman. Sige da ko radi ko debel ensel.
Malmasora in circle to makal kadebe. Mr. Mesebeluu, but I think it's important. A purpose regal public hearings. Of course, Senate has to do its due diligence. At the same time, our Adrablu need to know you. They need to know was adal ngartial commission. Wala ba igel doongul sel mga tmokertel uriyor. Umral was sel explanation or kaul Adrablu omdo sa kalakuradi other environment kamlara tourism. They don't really know you and your background. Makmal appreciate their sel. Time will explain was you do have a business background when you did your master's. You do have international business experience. You did work at the NDBP as a commercial loan officer. So I give you the skill set necessary to be in this sort of position. And of course, active role you play in community engagement. Adine kan mal benefit ra sel ngarelele FIC to be in touch with the community and its needs. Akmal appreciate their sale explanation or a question or nga, you kind of touched on it a little bit earlier. Unfortunately, you had the most highly trained commissioner in the Pacific. We won't get into the details of what happened there. That individual is no longer with the FIC. A concern nga sel beredel tialurior. And being prepared for a situation like that could possibly happen in the future again. Ngara koral the swela FIC for succession planning, cross training, in the event something like that happens again. How is the FIC protected? And essentially, how is the community protected? That our financial systems, our financial safeguards are going to remain in place in the event an unfortunate situation like that happens again.
Masulang Vice Chair Whips, that tilagida there Kamal, first and one of the first and foremost things in our minds. We don't want a situation like that to happen again. We're left with banks not examined and trust in the industry falling low. So I did mention, we went through that period, Commissioner Abanco. We were fortunate during that time that we had a junior bank examiner, or we closely with the former commissioner. We later found out that over the months leading up, he was doing a lot of the screening and secondary research and drafting and revision of the letters and comments responding to you guys. So we were confident that he at least had an understanding of what's going on in the Congress and the community. But his main job was to really do the back examinations, which is priority to FIC. He was doing that regularly without the help of commissioner. So agil mesengik mo say yes, we're in trouble, but as long as we can do the basic what our mandate is, other brother we said musuging galat mamdul matadur kami mamdul guk say the relationship building ma network guk mamdul respond o mesaigal legislations comment in a professional way mamal other aboard a helping build those relationships. So right during that time, and we asked interim executive commissioner, and after that we posted a notice or a vacancy announcement. It's been hard to fill that announcement. I'm sure you all know that with the current workforce available, we need to fill major positions. So we've been continually training in-house. I'm sure you know. One admin officer malgamata 10-year lo mangel tial office. So ngam dengegel day-to-day operations maigel she has that institutional knowledge as el relay mora next trainee. So we've worked with officer human resources sel officer Miss Nabeyama in drafting an announcement to entice the right people el me mutal office. You know, that's one of the things as chairman of FIC MFI you'll ask help from you. Please understand the situation FIC MFI you'll losi at their mertel position. There are many different components of the succession planning. Ding gamal other word or mesinik moseng dakadosiga adal mel who knows their stuff already. he needs to come and grow organically with culture of the office and with the needs of our community. So the vacancy announcement is ongoing. The current interim executive commissioner is delivering on his roles. Our strategic plan has addressed this succession planning, and we're working with Office Human Resources. I'll tailor a vacancy announcement. I'll entice the right people to fill the job. But it's an ongoing effort. We never know what's going to happen within a month or within the year. So we're actively talking with our staff, like, if this happens, what's the next step? So nga contingency plan ra al FIC ma FIU in case ng lose want to give the lead officers, the staff are able to fill in until we can, as a board member, I give more say itong Oakley and then address the next steps moving forward. There are basic steps we're taking, but it's what we can do right now with our resources and capacity.
Amal Masaura Hinchiraga. Mr. Mesebeluu, I understand the challenge. We all know, I know personally, nga board member of FIC, apna commissioner a long time ago, at least 10 years ago. Yeah, it's been a while. Appreciate the complexity teluryo. A challenge to have the right technical people handling this type of work. That's why I asked the question. And I appreciate the fact that the FIC is doing what it can do now in the interim without having a full executive commissioner on board, and continuing that in-house training, and that's what allowed the previous commissioner to actually grow and reach the most trained examiner in the Pacific. It was through the FIC, through help from APG and others, PIFTech, that helped support our FIC. So yeah, I appreciate the fact the board is aware of the challenges and is actively trying to do something about it. And is the stability of the financial sector. And that is the primary mandate of FIC, is to give confidence to the people. I mean, that's the bottom line. And the FIC is aware of those challenges and having adequate staffing to ensure that stability is in place. Chair nga ka dir kamde latun ding gora article di obate al mai ke kupister earlier be virar adam.
Okay. Saula Vice Chair amal lungit question ngi ngegi del dir ngania the question ngi for the interest of time the best opportunity BIFM members mambal sabi direct I'll raise a question or two. Ngania time and we can always come back and ask those questions. So aulal ekor ka inabo.
Sulang Chairman rati alal logira questions ra Mesebeluu. Kevin Mesebeluu kamal masaulal lo kongin mertel hearing lo bangela tel committee ra Senate lo tel Senate resolution number 11-94 etya al resolution appoint ka mutal 2 years in morabor the FIC makakuram na explain al wase kamlo mlekot tal morabor the 2018 kong alalilu tal mga 2020 may lagi ngutel appointment raw yung mawaya long etel term raw el ngartel board ra FIC FIB mang kotel concern nga so al raise sel issue blel lo southern Senator Mason Whips el gire la a vacancy ra executive commissioner ra FIB mang adome sera kung sa website tar kami December 2021 ngiamlo vacant tatel position ngariya vacancy announcement tar kami lo endra August 31 2022 mang balgulak mlaseng maatarra kal tiya ka vacant tatel position yakumdas ako talngar ale labor da girel make sure and fill tel position aleng di kal sab el continue el vacant tel position ya board the loyal take over a management tel institution because that's not the purpose ra board among so kal loger girel la planner kami el mo sab el morngia a commissioner tel FIB al mari at time. Sige the number 1 questioner nga. Number 2 questioner nga ka kamle sira opening statement terkawe kamle o ay selwa say during your tenure ikumla reject the application ra at real bank. So kalogel was saying ngara reason kami for rejection. Leng issue that has been raised many times akmulwa saying you're stifling the industry by not being open-minded allow a baby a banking institutions will make mainly southern cell kamiwa member ngi ngara Pacific area gini will comply with the gidal dulwasing kung 7 issues adir ka comply so you're working to comply ding makugel wasing mal ngara nga ule komle reject ay gidal trail bank mle apply mo mera al sila industry number 3 al questioner nga kakirel sel comment tarkawal nga telpa pilnge malmlera committee el masawda sel malas tal comment tarkaw el basengiri will strengthen knowledge kami ra cryptocurrencies so if you go to also makamora a website IMF you sa MLUI article ra India el Central Bank ra India la roll out ra program ringi el low spera digital currency provide ay gagidale national payment system el bekla ada sab building ra deng wartire markong participate ra economic growth improve aklang artir leng lamoria access artir sa al trade with anyone mang sa maya services ma mara kalir mara tengkitir they don't have to get on the train and travel al total time so ikma mamle mitra Minister of Finance ma Repol like was 2 days ago it tamla roll out gagi dale sang marang pilot project kura national exchange system rabelaw mang ako gerel mula sing aboard ang kurakal mokol evaluate raway sa hidal program ang kurang rang plan ra atel FIC ma FIB and kung daswya ako kaya hidal questions lang ay financial system ra ngidil balura plulada backbone ra economic development di kasi nga economic development also kuma banking system financial system we need to accept ra fintech it's the new thing ra blue lab. Mak akor ogel was yung kangaral da swimra fintech, digital currency, masigi del pilot project going on el time. Ko may yung kamal mga question nga, but I want to make sure we get your a view ay kay dal toy. Sulang chairman rapport ilang, right? Okay. Sulang al kong appointment kaldito.
Sulang Senator Inabo. Nasa 4 questions So maybe the first question is lem asking masangramang lamot tarama dangay diya the Philatel executive commissioner position. Over the passing, I think one applicant apply. Makadamalo sigarat, damalo sigarat o gitanges mo. Al ngayang algedel involve banking industry lo mesetal programe. Please visit sa website tel ben mention niya Senator Inabo apply. A lot of the issues we've run into compensation. That's one of the main things about tel position. A lot of the qualified people who are living off island hesitant to pack up and move may, even though we do offer offset ako certain move Mesebeluu. Agibay mo trangkal director kamera FIU ling nga ulbang gila apilil may abila orior akort wala ko radiblel biotring ya me en lower paying position orior ulbang gila FIU. So a vacancy announcement malamol, we're working with the human resource obisat Miss Navayama. And Marlo Sigitel candidate magina post nira website tama marwa LinkedIn. Marlo Sigira at agibalo ngitang esora Senate ngaya mo dang trin ngaya dang arger el goro siga telarior te gita mala amalungil te al may make a difference ra blue bella in the banking and insurance and investment space. We've tailored the vacancy announcement a couple times already to try to entice applicants. But I'll give away too much now, but we're very satisfied with the performance of our interim executive commissioner. He's doing a really good job. And he's been doing it while attaining his masters at the same time. We've recognized him a high-performing individual, and the Wasek mentioned we're trying to grow this position organically, direct. We're waiting for at least, hopefully if we get 2 more applicants, we could screen them as a group. IEC, make a proper determination and hire up as an executive commissioner as soon as possible. Kami mention na I bank applications, I get terul entity may apply mera mo conduct banking business sa Belao. Mlaya 2 main reasons. One, di nakal staff, di nakal verify directorships, directors, mga major stockholders sa one application. Di nakal meet the due diligence of kang maral up, kang what kind of money is he putting into this industry, where is the source of this money, what's his permanent address, nga financial statement. I'm just speaking generally lang, application highly sensitive. I can just say that they didn't pass the vetting process. Are they able to run a bank or be owners of a bank? And then the second reason, give them deny application based on the recommendation of staff concurrence report. A business plan adim nakal match a business plan adim nakal atter tel industry sorry mamruni. For example, sorry marula a small loan out program for the community. Hindi makal sa amal verify yagidele debt to asset ratio tier or a very far sale against although the law is bringing for capitalization. That was one of the main reasons. He understand that we don't want to be a bottleneck for the industry in terms of new banks. So we work really closely with these applicants. Gimle ask staff of masem momodong tingil me muli alistem go over mo sa ngarang adi ang kat maklim mosok titirgal mga sertil gut makla abang kartir. FIC amle go out of its way not mandated by rules. They went the extra mile el try help by applicants el meet sel minimum standard of requirement etim nakal sa biis mong agigo dingiri tirili ang alin more say amut el extra mile din nakasel motmokla igal application el mora satisfaction ayagidele obis based on the FIA legislation. The FIC FIU amalumol ready to receive applications malangariya timelines and apply. Once you apply and submit application, you have 6 months to finish all the application process. If you do not, application has to be rejected, and you're more than welcome to reapply, reapply with any changes that we asked you to do. As you can imagine, in 4 years, we've received only 3 applications. And none of those applications met the minimum standard of due diligence FIC required. Now, tell question la cryptocurrency agagidele digital assets. Ako tak ensel kubagungeral as a chairman of FIC. Agel arogul Dr. Roy, strategies in play at Larbelao require a clearinghouse, meaning they require a bank to take care of these transactions. 2 local branches aren't really involved. I ask our team, say no, we're not really involved at the moment. Cell 1, Cell Ball involved, local banks, my branches, as a clearinghouse or as an exchange. FIC am asois will verify it. As almost before they accept to become part of a cryptocurrency or an exchange system. Say FIC a lot of work and a lot of capacity, resources. Even us, we're not quite sure where the cryptocurrency and the digital assets are going at the moment. We're still in the regulatory side. Agibay di matmo karama mo dadura pang mo say if mo accept cryptocurrency and work with us to make sure you're in compliance and you're screening for AML and FT activities. So the FIC really to our stance, we're not acting as a bottleneck to any development in the cryptocurrency landscape of Larbelao. Agibay make sure masyangar alam to make sure the banks are stable and can continue with good business practices. Agibay relevant to make sure if they do go into this industry, what are the requirements they need to do to continue to be compliant with FIA. Now, personally, ako kumpiya ko ngayon FIC, ako kumadado as a resident and a community member. Akmaral feel ani del retail digital payment system ang malus palere lang. Several temala alsang yakadam didro tumawis niyon mo dal taw daw mo malabal aliar pebiligid. That's just not one convenience. So I mentioned ability ra youth rigid mangalagay participate in the wider market in using cryptocurrencies and bitcoins and Binance. Ada kasi understating enough. Example, ngalagay has my daughter who's a senior has been in Binance for the past 2 or 3 years. She's doing really well. And not just her, a group of young youth entrepreneurs are getting into the sector. And me as myself as a parent, there are things I'm concerned about. Specific things like some cryptocurrency, ngayon basic requirements for service. Ngayon access or kalmara service. So if you're using Binance and there's a instant of fraud, tamo madudurabang call mo sa Binance in Europe or somewhere. That's the basic first concern. Ang iro market penetration. Kada may sa example sa in the Pacific, kada may sa example sa Solomon o Vanuatu. Vanuatu na convert tayo coin sa tier aslo magit maradar ngarai as pelos pegalo dudir harawa ice harawa lu atas ilo maramagit ra paikal Bitcoin exchange. And then there's the anti-money laundering and financing terrorism consideration. Cryptocurrencies are one of the hardest assets to track in terms of where the money comes from. Another consideration for me is the ability to regulate the industry. In the absence a international regulatory regime will cover exchange, which is still ongoing through the APG and IMF and ADB. Finally, a current models domestic dagisa sa malclor conversion rate in terms of users. Right now, just talking with Jay Anson, our Digital Residency Office, they're still revisioning their business plan. They're still picking and choosing which services to offer. And then finally, there's the international compliance factor. If we're moving into any kind of cryptocurrency scheme tied to a local branch or bank, what does that mean in terms of our APG evaluation? Will we be in compliance with any regulations that's coming down the line? And if we're working on our own regulation, again, settle pivot quickly more compliant to any regulation that's coming down. May gigitaw natin lens na kalmora get question as Senator.
Kamal masaw larawil answer kao. Number one, the sel girela position executive commissioner. Kura dili ka sangal nga newspaper. We don't even know wasing ngaranga staru sa tal position. Ang concern nga wasaya apor da kuk mo step in al mora area ra management tal ngi ate kal gire la apor dal marublar ngi ko micromanage tal institution when you're not there 24 hours. I mean when you're not there longara artel ludiora bekal sils. So akmal oti sa gidel concern nga ke as a chairman ra board akmal ngit tal wasem you need to do the hiring. Actually sailing a Congress level oil Malaya report ra FIB. Ilang namutek kimwes sa report FIB may. Ege required ra la. Alsuguma vacancy tel position na ulang nga niya deficiency ra performance ra management and the board has to fix that oti sa hidel concerner nga kal lakor ka. Number two, siral ko tolmor niya FIB me el alsils dirga katal mgangera imolbang kalmet mura blue belaw ay gaigi da ngi lo si civil bank sira o pol ngaria FIB mer el alsils mang as a nation al developing economy lo spe capital resources ma investment as a economy gid and we see this institution as a bottleneck di kalsap el alawa ay gagi del LPS el ludo del metmur asab lubelaw. So it brings another concern mula saying, like you say, if we're olbira kalulam le kongera budget del mora obisera ministry of finance el gire la development rabe es el digital space leng our economy asab el expand through the digital space lenggerea agay so we see that as an opportunity sab el expand the economy git mang you made a comment mula say hindi kalsab el ngar say sel digital space without ay gagidale a clearing bankal sab el lomes tel industrial was saying we are in compliance since it's a new industrial the developer niya Fintech we still was in mal te al buru belawa step into that space margongi and establish itself mo part of the industry mang active mutual racer cell issue black racer ngil was say ever since albornya FIB Tira katal mkangera ngidil banggal metmura berbelaw. So that's a concern and so I'll saying to benefit from the fintech industry mab is al upcoming exchange system we need FIB musab el gonge abes al banggal metmura berbelaw ma akmul waise akmal appreciate tersel alguk background raw selva bingala president almeya mal was saying you have a bachelor's degree a proficient Mandarin Chinese mang you can connect us alguk mora a Chinese speaking economy mang ngi malum da sila say you're an asset to this board diktir halom da sila saying girel tel board al deliver ayel kuk those pairing il girel ma mal sulang na te al mal ungila ensiragaw ma tingum marsayide mal marang sulem
Sulara tal FIC kung lamixin ng FIB di bol reflect rare or that masang FIC si met FIC hindi kal FIB te aleor ka Senator Tabelwan mo
Sula chairman malungil tutay Mesebeluu ako takpre nga sulem silgir ka tara rural boil ka matmok ringi nga yidil bilsa la yelam katmok la ako da sa hotel ko sa dito ko ya tialobi sir kami rural ko so tial bangkan la bati tel la sera mora di drang matla tialobi sir ka u saying ngaringi sel bangga kososo di am salsur wala kal am la ruriul erem blakal borsendi ngartiam ko smoothie se bangga sera ngarngi aksen sera ko ro bira sensei esel si sera bodona semla mo masimra inganya sensera ko ro no kaitin ngalang la dudiram le el simr sel bangga gel imortira dirigam neritara idilis pa Emulmul maigel udel dirga kalore kada igel rangle la igel udel narsei Makartiang chairman makmal ko ram lulu lokal wasi ko malo lingito siya maigalu riri mok no. Malakaklakar bang sel ngartia statement terkang wasing able to function as independent agency financially and politically como independent. The sel bang kado dengli sila lunga asmel. Ya kawan tayo musis al sel bang. Mara alal ngarbelaw lure kata dulu ala sel tema amin musu sel alal mursay ing mokoso-koso masigi daman ngartiang akmal ita sigi da mal gulingito siya ngaru elurerem emkot muklim trigel aigal sel sesmukul dudo do la rabek lelul sunday ma 15 dori ay yegi te dia kangol dudira ala belaw sel labor sel time labong elak ya ada mal mo komatir dia kasin makarang parang artiang maktuli sel tokol melmutir al chils dengan ada di otla aset tertir segi del bank edriga kal gaiget melmutir al chils makmalunya segi da pira tokol kayungit mungkat maklin mara awulor batan lel manakam mora ala tokoy ada bol abul tulti lay gaiget el tokora bank sel lakartiak mal direken mal mo ko ngel statement takal wasi kadambran sa sel lungil korak mes dulwil rawdor FIC ligimbral il gonga ma chairman lo tal time lo meeting trigel adala board dilang ok trigel gibil mo lo master tir aman nemre edlo ngera gere mleplak tak laigil el trentingira tokol sol gilel segid el udas el molla algum das el lambrail kami aman mleplak tak pasingra parte sella ungil madia kam segida kumdas sing ungil dru la ulo mol ngar segil como tobla do sil trok laigil ngaringi do ngei e dia ka dogora mo gut maklal udal mo tarabsun tiagi to gora a crypto ma stable kon gora el time ka tamsa de maral mlanya meeting giren mangalaw do sem raklisi edra akat makkel belaw min dia ka bol belur om sil do tirar af kadib skaw o sim gelsi
Sulay Senator Tabalwala, I share the Kamal deeply share and sympathize with the passengers in Nakasin Mautudil directly. We were also very much affected. But in terms of this development in Fintech, how can we continue to regulate it and make sure hindi ka bank run what happened with PSP? Selbek mentioned before saying FIC mal garikik do their bank examinations mal applicable in more transactions sa digital currency space. We need to know who's what ongora atal toy. Mal ngari ako ra mom tar basul kom dek mo ko morgere mo do turtang. Sige da ulong mo manira awrior seldome sa application makukura development mo manira staff matigak mo tigat wat alada ngarigir. Mabol mo ngaya matamaling tado butok mo siya kabem kat maklital et tablam tamali. Seguida kung daso yung 1 hour mlamot tigibel MCC al sel FIC leng obangela rior obangela secret service magal training ma Jaraf West ekdam lamo ay access seguida mora software el sedel git o mesra al sel blura Asia ma Southeast Asia mora Europe mora ngabar mora ading ngarangidil kaskala blulat seguida el talk mas legal digital currency anonymous exchanges. So, ang kotulbiot, anonymously the transfer out of FIC, sab-el spend the next 20 years, di ka ngarasit ta o sigar at ma-igels either mul ngarakli si ultuira la, sell the exama bang, kmoset what shareholders or commute, what directors or commute, so kung host digital currency exchange, enguk ngal alil bangkal kut maklisel KYC, know your customer. Mokom guk veter tigel ad masuk mga problem agi egor kami solve ringi. Mga ulong mal giramal staff mal gil screen arogul application sul may segi del tok masengira del medek mutaw ngor atal toy. Kora di mo sige de Senator Tabalwal ako madalakan mal champion na community direct la. Masektilik masetyal digital currency, may crypto assets as de los pel milisi culture klangar gid rapek sales. Tokor omnget, tokor asers, tokor alsang ay kita dongul dos pel motmok la. Akmesasel mal self pros may opportunities ringi ding other border FIC nga niya turi rangal make sure maseng no matter what happens here gid the first cover up base gid tagid ala gido makaselmonging maringir gid wal catch up ay maula FIC ma FIU last lawyer bangila Mr. J Anson gel longra digital residency office maging regular meetings sa mama Zoom calls Tangal kat na Mesebeluu magimel mo na gina-instruct staff kasi molmol lawyer bangila J Anson Michael rungulir Michael plan sertir asab edel itmakalawyer gutmoklo o sisita magimdek masaya officer gidra president ma staff ringi amla Taiwan tamne signer sel Taiwan digital enhancement program or project Sewan project malubong MOU malubong urior ligi malon ngitok masemem molat ka FIC sem soy sabringi leng sel ngaya digital exchange between the two countries awan ra ko tulmo concern ra obis ak mas as regulators ngara ka mo albang ani al ngaya best changes we prefer to be sitting on the same table at the same time at adu said address again the concerns au eral boringi last agimal on behalf of the board ma staff agimal molmlol ngitok mas mem visit ramam ita adu ay gidol ko ra maklo legislation dot makal tolmol makal loyal motmok kangiling kada may saklong yole landing giredal aware ay gel dangers ring direct
ya man sura makmal ko ra mitang sura ko tiag daktuli ang aramo nga tuna tabi belam lebetok Masaya kita bangkiam peldir kemudian RC itam lamel ao ngitra tuna yang mau dudir merail ya komi ilo itra bangkiam ar turista sira lam se Mesebeluu itam lel mi bai sabelwad me ortia belwad yang mau dudir ay kita ayel player turista el made el mam utul lan made ya adam narmi el alborti agil el digital yakpan nulu ro merang artil agil lurior la kalamem go kabelsi sabaudo del silgra belwad in ngalo to de kita ngartial go ti ola ba komi edam aris ila ka imolsen se mero tra adwelaw ay kita ta kay mitringin al adaw tu rigid e kita obatokol waset tiaw ulaw do e seli wo e kada albang la balsed makomirgi dar awala udu dem latu dar luwa makmalungi tangis serkau lagi kita bebira tokoi nga kamal dia aklau tingana kaya gil tokoi they're all highly orang ara kamera adro uram tengi ya kamar adra reng tadi mdu rar wa igal plus minus ya meroko makmalungi tangis serkau semem lakanyi sem lakamu rokodra uror e kita tol mol mol mosois pra tokoi ya ulu le bodokau ul ela kangaran mer adbelo sulang
sulang na ngil laklat ke Senator Tabalwal aktir ka mo to swakal di mention ok masya FIC FIU ma atra por the mal aware maseng we need more investment in the community from new money that we know it's clean money sige da kum daswa makadamal kada atering din gel di malmal malo ice mar atra bulu amom dengek masay kadat makaloriore umarak mas ang gina losis pa galbesete al but always do our due diligence and kukar aleden tot maklagal uriyo hamsulang
Sula Senator Tabalwal malungil points ma question and plan raise kada kamarmara awla mga letial question and answer part tial hearing ergid Madi bago Isaac na si naniyak question nga kal di masindra igal blacklist wal kora beso kaloker. Blaltat sa baby tigal na okay question senators. Magamla address sa baby ringi di so din mutul reiterate a baby issue just to make sure ngani selwal kora clear understanding masetyal reconfirmation or malubeng appointment terkal mortial mal daltial al board will benefit interest ra selwal moktegra FIC ma direct legal guk osengela kabelment blue belol going forward. Ako taktel nu to soal re-emphasize sa igil question atokora a digital currency ma selguk initiative ra tial administration el wal lola sa mal diversify ra economic activities el mosel el direct nga niya component ra financial products ma services el niya wal associated el moray gay del BS el technology ra finance ma financing el niya ado mesem na emerge dia kadil lul adrogir melmutra gay del partra regional gidel kita mendingan ngari kada travel sometimes el morabe gay gidel BIFM es el debo do mesa gay gidel PS el tele la payment system el niya la kada gear ourselves el mosep edel al direct al implement ta baby raw gay mal invite ta baby raw gay the services in meso is bela kada sa edel plus mo fall behind ra ku tora technology ra tora finance mang cloud to tlel dolmol mal al make sure nga niya regulation mal framework la in place el protector other belal mo so is bray gay del kakaros el technology ra financial services el make sure ndiya al balu ular adal lusaw dudir mal bol el sisa bay gay guk makit el practice ra tora money laundering ma ay gay gidel kora financial crimes associated el moray gay gidel el services mang akmaningel sel question ra madam inabol el concern el gire la amre del hiring ra mo angel mo commissioner akom na sing close to trail concern el gire del mre del address ngi and di ka direct realize la sel guk laging ra enough malubeng enough qualification or other al selti al pool ra manpower workforce gid el tira sab il mo henda la galurior wa gel lamdung it's bring el lurior require other mol al the swell ma super ra ite gid el industry el mo sab el fit tiger requirement ma expectation ra aboard hindi tiragal lumrak na si am talgibel boost effort kami especially task kara tiragal nga ni staff mal tiragal reach out til morarwa scholarship tele scholarship board I'm sure nga niya access til more tiragal nga lagay del atobdura school maluwitam na they're concluding their education tora finance as you'll create a pool adal nga alsel saygi the list communicate contact tir mola sa mal entice tir al returnable sa il tegay gay del best challenge ra real ang umrak na si with that avenue ang nasing asabel direct mo help per kamil mere del identifier are qualified ang aligay del morsya. So, going back to my initial question al gidel ti al guk initiative administration el may establish ra Palau stable coins. According to Minister Financing ngawas ra mera Senate at masing ngani continue collaborate overall banggel FIC I'll make sure ngani al sugumang dia ka existing el aspectra ula FIA tal FIA malubeng existing regulation el mo address ay kay del tokora stable coins and they're working closely with FIC will make sure ng mo ngani say gidel el walgora regulatory part ra ay kay gidel guk PS digital currency ma tay gidel guk concept ra stable coin. Sige da so kaloger ngil morkak na setyang ay gel lolo minister ng continue ngay sige del manal nga niya collaboration lo aluben tukukti malkol ay se dia ka mal algora close working relationship lo mga kami gil tiang.
Sulay Chairman malungil comment sa kawa. Aktiyak ram la naoptok note ring dik mutmo note ring ay gel action items sa kritonal morapor da amral accelerated tel hiring process sa executive commissioner. Se umda sa marklol ngaral giramal lo messaging agi direct agi na reach out tel mora igal networker mam at akma notok masing maral gira del approach scholarship board ma officer gid mars ali ngara New York or UNGA tigi direct up to ka pulutir we're gonna continue accelerating the process and we'll be hiring as soon as we find the right candidate. Direct kami mention tel sandbox project for the Palau stablecoin with businesses. Ako mention ako so we're working with Jay Anson out of the office of the minister. Yes, agimral excited al ngayat elam tong okro sisite pelem sa tel industry in terms of cryptocurrency. Yes, Minister Amral Miloya FIC open asmail malolo gela DRO office as well as the minister's office direct no. Actually longit chairman ok paseng since ang FIA I think open for interpretation in terms of tagi the stable coin and things like that Akum das direct sa ngay ate al o mesok mo sa makada sandbox sa SL applicants for example let's say concern Senator Inabo. Also is in a limited review period direct nang as it currently stands in giramal deny or accept. Hindi ka middle ground ok mo sa medop sa kalata 6 months or till some time to begin the process and become compliant in the meantime. So sige da one at say da kay seringil in terms of loosening up and establishing the parameters that they will operate under temporarily. Observer tik masang are they sticking to the business plan? If not, we'll have to put them under review. Mangyayda te al domesengi akte kaswakal lolitang yesok maseme tegidel project lowering minister ma or other crypto akum da sengaria klote al if successful me the pushing in more informal market direct like you can get businesses to participate isumar other abulua mringer tira amo spare tal to mringer kita conversion rate it's just gonna stick with the businesses and not penetrate into the community. Masegura di mletibel on tike finally madayik maseng tial kada morning economic symposium akmal request ok masang ngariya do tong trill youth group involved like a cryptocurrency they invited till memel losado ok masangara what they need and what they see that they need support on it help till will build a capacity. These guys will be leading our sector in the future, so we need to get with them as soon as possible.
Naman sa wala kumdasin close to trail na continue discuss ay ganding tial hearing ergide alsi sa kuk digire la confirmation hearing ergide mak malakat na se pol sa edel di mention ay kang just briefly kita mention tial hearing ka malsum maangal takat makalmutul nga blessing ng Senate el malmol mo tal board pol sa el moniate al delutel schedule hearing ergide about sa edel mositown el labor ma management lo mangela Senate pol sa el mutul al continue discuss ay galap ako marak nasing direkal nga labor del al momes ay wal ngal sa sela regulation mala help ra all bill ma administration el address ay del clone component tra la al del address mo el guide gid as we migrate into these new industries makumnas in close to trail the bodo take a del time in the future, near future, most discuss ay gam. Pikul mo sa de Senator Igabo nga niya okra di follow up rin de sa teal.
Mal masawle chairman al mutal teal ke mal di soal mereng asule me Mr. Mesebeluu man wila incident sa raw. Think you really know what's going on in the industry. Magimal appreciator sel kawa oiti ateme mal morabuel survital board kautel dir kamle mention al basing mal ngasong sauduti wal as a board member magimal al sumong mornya pes lal me agi dir kal mo consider sa igital blem mentionary nga kamal support appointment tarkawe and dir kal mal mo askar senator sa support appointment tarkaw tigita diri almal concern kama magiti so mal voice ringi ma sumukal mutal mga mortal board please el bolsa betal el work out some kind of solution el girel sel le PSP Pacific Savings Bank kamadingin lo sa 2006 etel bank went under el 7,000 na okya karingi 20 million al deposit sa halsel. So our economy did lose a lot of money. Patokal adam maldir ka waye say hidalul southern niya Senator Tabelwal. Agi dire kalmar ako may tangar niya other bela ul dire kaloger lang ngani udutir ngatal al bangka. Mang kamdanga sila 2006 al mel ang 18 years. When the bank bankrupt sa hidra 2006 eng lornya receivership marko nga korta assign na official mo nga artel receivership mang since hindi kal la dictator tel receivership lang korta le assign na receivership so mamalmam dangel wasing makarang kata closer tel receivership lang mo 18 years sa tirkakal disperse out to dirarat tirkakal when is it gonna be done hindi nga rin tel official di malmol di marko bola kay gal asset sa tel bank or so akum das yung mal close to telela we come to some conclusion. Ako amli recommendation ng halmon gay daratil tiral mal to del natal bank. Adilo sing agire dal leng agim la trial contact tra tel officer receivership. Etok mur ka mamal mula sa kami adiyam depositors mandi kalgiri wol loge rangarang alega personal information artihalat. Mang since court tamli assign tel receivership and well di sa amal ngwala al ngul makarartel receivership mang akor okay dal say since FIC amle involved ra otulu ultiang in sabi will sige role le kada to tel receivership this poor cycle assets al muraraat like it seems like a receivership ako ra di ka kata reng sa isela disbursement tiral mortigal depositor sa mga we're getting concerned. Sumang mo 20 years that tell something is not working right. Magimal langit hanges ora board the FIC gidal tay gidal issue ma solution ringi yakmal man ang sule man nos el metal hearing ara ila tuta.
Hindi kamram sulang Senator Inabo diwa igil dilo nga Senator Tabalwal tiya malmo mal affected gid wala ka closure gid even elang ma sel lo lakwe di check tira at tiya kagidin mora pa receiver kuma sa ngaya pa sa mga another headache al mora at teriak nang utal tamal important issue direct makmul mora board magi mo discuss niya next meeting kamab specifically this issue lang 18 years too long. You mentioned a valid point thing. Acting ulmora tokora la prevention is the best medicine among while al time al kukta al bangalay gagidal kuk bangay medol mol make sure muta they're not in danger of getting into the same situation. And finally put this PSP to bed. Whatever it needs to do, I'm sure people just want closure and move on. Sulara, a vote of confidence sa kama malungil comment.
Otherwise, Mr. Mesebeluu, klutul tera committee, klutul mal maringa sulem ra temem kadamla mokme del reulsigal dang artiang. Even though agi kora di makasal member committee ng artial conduct artial hearing lobang game, ending amol tulog yung question na tirgang artial members masing malklo tutulel tial ngara al oboringi ulmang nganya igigidel ko protocol concern ma questions ra our members niya mang wagek tilo ulela kada ring masing mol sab edel mga blessing ra Senate girel tial confirmation ra kambal sa el monia te ala dlutul al meet es lobang kala arang lela board e dlutul continue tial discussion mong dito ngul morti agi de al suguma akma maskate almang di al ngania mo lobong al katigingem al mulbes maluben so mal mutul al reiterate regel namomre comment raw Pascal tiagi del te almandung de proceed los mria a hearing di sula.
Kom sura te el alto time nemen sa del kukura revisit review a financial ma banking sector gid. Kom sulara maltmol el clouding kami mam subi legal issues mong brand may ngila a discussion alto taw. Anda kamal gulbes niyak pa di so kalmutal te al ore nga sulela other board the FIC ma FIU ma staff malbla karang rira I got ready they've been more than instrumental in helping we help each other develop our skills direct o sisilta makmal direct on behalf of the board and staff and so kal direct express a condolences sa mama mora passing ra senator agitayan mal una champion el net makalorial sa legal protocol bill condolences and thank you for picking up the slack. Finally, hindi sa alawang asulit other applic marangal direct mne kung ira makmalmol mal performer tal civic tour nga egal board meeting sa kamama takes all morning sometimes even after lunch mang baby that timing the sacrifice the Medomintera family mauk baby al sungud ting it's our civic duty ulgum dim naka ulgum makfil kumasing daka sa performing active ne and serok masib ere ma next ding ako marak mo sinding area KCR ma clouding era kam sa may malmol serve and make a difference to the stability and the growth of our financial sector. Kumram sular at ale senators.
Always klutul malang asulem kamal masaul mal ora makataklisel commitment raul malmol mal ngartial ng sera kabelment to kunit agi guk area ra financial institutions commission nya ma klautul ngara le mal makasa argidra adalong leda other belawa ang niya ay gagidal capacity tir knowledge expertise tir sa bil kini ana ay gagidal ngaral makmal maring asulem continue committed laurol gidal tiang nga mama mokra selguk mo report mura arang laulora senate gidal tiang confirmation nga may hopefully mo sa amang convince ram maturity at least sel enough lildoy mo o confirm ra appointment raw makadaktil mo tumay nga sulem al sum mo ngaltakat dire ka bom expect sa gidal gu call follow up al gu kontila kamitil gidal ay gidal gu kora in depth discussion al gidal ay gidal al mga letra to ra banking ma finance maralmen dikul mo sa gidal klutel mga sulem dire ka daw nga sulera diklutel right ay gil maningal saur kan adrablim rangal game gidal dire ka al supporter ka ora itegi del guk si victory ka nakamit el morngi dire kal daure nga sulit tigel el staff FIC ma tigel baby ra adala labor dara ungilureru ra kan namo mereka al rakal men mutela ma di the borsegi de the spiritual hearing rigid ek lutel mereka sulak